Everyone, and welcome to a video on Tableau. So this video is going to be a little bit more advanced, but it's going to be one of 3 videos. So let's just jump into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use an extension file here, and I'll include this extension file, which is right up here. It's a consumer spending file, and I'll use it within my within the data. I'll put it within the link here once my computer starts up. What is going on? Oh, wow. It took a while. All right, there we go. All right, so this is our sheet. So this is our data. We have percentage of spending. We have categories. We have descriptions. We have ages, different generations. Boomer is very popular in my household, and so forth. So let's go ahead and get started. So our first sheet, that was our first sheet right there. So our first sheet here is I am going to grab the category and move it up into the column section. I am then going to grab the percentage of spending and put it right here. So we have a bar graph. Next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to come down under marks and I'm going to choose what type of graph I want to do. This right here. Next thing I'm going to do, because right now, let's change the view. It's in standard view, so we're going to put entire view so it provides a more upbeat view of it. The second thing I want to do here is because we see here we have these numbers. Let's choose a rank for it. So if you right click on sum of percentage and come down to quick table calculation and choose rank, it ranks them. So it's ranking these values down here, which is our categories. What I'm going to do is I am going to go back over here and choose generation. I'm going to drag it into the color under marks. Now what it does is it brings up these different categories and it has these different rankings. Now they're not in order in any manner because of how it's set up. So what I think I'm going to do first is I'm going to go over to sum of spending, right click. I'm going to come down to compute using and I'm going to choose generation. So now what it does is it generates a different graph of it. So we're seeing we have 4, 3, 2. Oh, we do have baby boomers here. 3, 2, 1. So it goes from like a descending order from highest down to lowest. So that does help a little bit. But for the most part, it's the ranks are, from that level and works its way down. So probably the next thing that we're going to do here is go over to the left side of our table here where it has axis, and we're going to right click and we want to do edit axis and we want to choose reverse. Okay. And sorry. Yeah, just double checking it. That's what we want to do. So we want to add reverse. And so now, if we click off of it, it should be from 1 through 4. So our lowest number working its way down. So that works. So now, next thing that we want to do here is we want to make a duplicate of this. So if you could hold your control key down on your keyboard, you could just hover over this. Maybe. Control C, maybe it is. Yeah, there we go. So we're trying to create a copy of it. All right, so drag over, right, hold down the control button. Trying to remember how this works. Hold down the control button. I'll click on it, hold the control button down, and drag it to the right. And I thought I did that. Boy, it's being tricky here. There we go. It was actually a command button on the PC, control button on the PC, command on the Mac. Sorry, had it backwards. All right, so now we have 2 different, we have one on top and one on bottom. So we made a duplicate of that after about 10 minutes, I'd say. So now we have 2 charts, as we do. So we want to choose the second chart, which is the one here on the bottom. And so we want to go over to marks. So here's the top one, here's your bottom one. So I'll choose my bottom one. And we want to make that a circle. So we'll go into the line graph here and choose circle, just like that. All right, hopefully you follow along. The next option is we want to use the circles on the top of the lines. What we want to do is we want to go to the sum of the percentage of the rows and choose a dual axis. So how we do that is we come over here, right click on it, and come down to the selection where it says dual axis. And now it's like we consolidated these two views where they're dual together. So now the circles are on top of the lines. Okay. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to be on the right panel of the screen, and we want to synchronize the axis. Okay, so what we do is similar to what we were over there. Come over here, right click, and choose synchronize. Now it synchronizes the information. Controls the axis. And let's also right click here and click on show header. So it removes that. And we want to do the same thing over here. Come over this side and also choose show header. Okay, so now we're building something. All right, moving on. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to work on our marks area, and we want to play around with our labels, and we want to be able to show our labels. So what we want to do is we want to have numeric values showing under here. So so let's go over to marks. Let's choose labels, and within labels, to show mark labels. As you see here, we have numbers now. So we did it there. I don't think we want to do anything else. And let's do the other one. Do labels and do show mark labels. I think that's what we want to do there as well. Maybe. All right, you know what? Let's go back here, which is this one right here. We messed up a little bit. We chose the labels, and I think I left a step out. Let's go back here. We chose the labels, and let's do alignment. So I click on automatic here, and let's see here. We want to go to the left. Think. Yeah, so our vertical was center. Actually, we want to choose the middle on the vertical at the bottom left. So we want to center it right here. Oh, so I see a problem that we have. You notice that now we have numbers on both. So let's go up here and click on labels and uncheck that. So uncheck the top one because then you're going to have duplicates. Come down to the second one. I chose the labels. So if we uncheck it, they go away. They go inside there. And then what I did is I just, where the heck did I do that? Oh, the alignment. I just put it in the middle because it was originally here out of place. And now we put it in the middle. And now they're in the middle there. Okay, that's what we wanted. Just took a second to think about it. Now the other thing is if we come up to here to font, we can make it bold. We could also change the font to Tableau bold, so it changes a little bit. All right, so let's click out of there. That looks a little better. Let's save that. And we'll call it our what is it? Consumer reporting Perfect. All right, so as we proceed here, so now at the bottom here we have the different categories. We have hobbies, we have furniture, etc. And then if we go to the top of the screen, which is going to look different, so I'm using a Mac, so it's going to look different than yours. Actually, see, if you're using a PC, I think it's different. So I'm going to click on Analysis. I'm going to come down to Table Layout, and I want to click on Advanced. Oops. Okay. So now that we are on Advanced, we want to uncheck the innermost level at the bottom. So this one right here. Okay. Boom. So that removed that from the bottom. We wanted to move it at the top here, as we did. Okay. So now we have categories at the top, and we want to go to the top of the dashboard, and we want to click on the category and hide the labels from the columns. So it sounds easier done. So right click, hide fill labels for columns. There we go. Perfect. The next thing we probably want to hide is sheet 1. So right click on it and do hide title. And then we want to go to our headers, such as furniture, for example. And we want to click on format. So right click, format, and it brings the format up. And we could go to like the font base. We could do bold. We could change it to Tableau bold that we had, for example. We could change the font text to a different color, but we want to change our shading to maybe like a grayish, like that. But then we want to, in order to make that work, we want to change our font color to white, maybe. There we go. All right, something else we want to do with that. There should be another way of doing this. So let's click over here. Go back to format. We're in header, and we should have our alignment automatic. Let's see here. It is automatic. I think that's right. Well, there's no wrong way. It's just trying to make it work. I think what we want to do is wrap the text, and that's what I was trying to remember how to do. Let's click on wrap text. There we go. I'll probably make this bigger too. So the font is like a 9 right now. There we go. A little better. You can play around with that as you want. All right. Yeah, just think that is all we need for this. Yeah. So this right here is we built out a little report. This is the end of the first video. As you see here, when you select on it, it makes these options. When we come back to the next video, we're going to create a new sheet, and in our new sheet, we are going to start building out the report a little bit more. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll return soon.